Welcome back everybody to this tutorial. As you can see here in previous tutorial, we just defined the first network. This tutorial we just want to make sure that I want to show you if I want to connect from this PC to this router. As you can see here, if I go down, I can see it's successful. Okay. But what about if I want to bring this device from this, or make a packet here from this computer to this router? So I can see it's failed. So if I try that other time, go here and the same thing, I can see it's all also failed. Okay, so what about if I go to this router and send a packet from this router to this router? It's successful. Okay, because this router and this router are the same network, but this PC and this router are on different network. So we need to make using static routing or the RIP, which is dynamic routing. So this is will be the next tutorial, but let me just now uh, configuring the rest of networks. So as we did in the last tutorial, we just configured the fast Ethernet for this tutorial, and let me just configure the fast Ethernet for this tutorial. I'm not gonna use the CLI. I'm just want to use the fast Ethernet here for the configuration here. So if I come to the IP address for the fast Ethernet 00 and say 192.168, you can use fast Ethernet 01, but anyway. So we choose 20.1, and here it's auto generated the subnet mask for us. Open up the port, turn it on, and here we just ready with this. Assign the IPs for the devices. Okay, but here if I go here to the IP address is 1, as you can see here, so we need to define the IPs for the other PCs. 192.168, here we're talking about 20, so 20.100, and as we mentioned before, it's 1 gateway. And the same thing here, config, and just put 20.101 subnet mask, and here just 20.1. Okay, we just configured this network. We move to the other router. We need to make configuration between this router and this router. So we go to the CLI. We go to the interface. I'm just want to make it from here. The interface 01, we want to connect with other interface. The subnet mask that we're talking about is 192. The network address is 192.50.1. This is the subnet mask. I'm just gonna change this to 252, just slash 30, as you can see here. Set the clock rate 72. Open the port. Okay, here we configure the first interface for 011. If I move to the other router to configure it again, so I go to 0010, and I choose the IP address, which is 50.2, subnet mask 252. Set the clock rate 72, okay, 000, and port number. Let me okay, open the port. Okay, as you can see here, we can make a packet tracing from here to here, and if I go down, it's successful. Everything is fine. Let me just define and configure the other PCs. So here we're talking about Ethernet. Let's go to the CLI, to the Ethernet. Let me just do it from here. It's more faster for me. Okay, we're talking about the Ethernet 00, and let me just configure it for the router 2, 192.168.60.1, subnet mask /24. Okay, 192 here. Okay, let me choose this. Let me delete this. Okay, everything is fine. Turn on the port. Okay, everything is fine. So we go to the PCs. We just do the normal configuration. IB configuration 192.168. Oh man, 192. The 168. Here we're talking about 60 the 100. And here we're talking about 61, which is the default gateway from Fast Ethernet 00. The other PC, the same thing. Config. Okay, 192. Okay, it's 101. I'm sorry about this. 100. Okay. So as you can see here, it's now almost ready. So if I come to this router and try to bring this router, it's successful. Come to bring do the same thing for this router, it succeed. And if I try to back it from here, everything's fine, as you can see. So if I try from this PC to this PC, so as you can see here, it's failed. Okay, why? Because as I said, it's a different network. We need to use a static or dynamic, which we're gonna implement in the next tutorial. Okay, so the same thing, if I try to make a packet from here to here, it's most successful. So as you can see here, the results, it succeed. Okay, so now we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 networks, and we need to use a static routing first for making these devices to communicate to each other. So if I come to the BC5, for example, and go to the browser and type 192.168.10.222, which is the server, and click go, as you can see here, nothing gonna happen because it's not in the range of this PC. It's not defined in the router. So as you can hear, request type. In the next tutorial, we gotta make this completely work. Okay, so just be patient. In this tutorial, we're gonna learn how to do that. So again, guys, thank you for watching again. I appreciate you watching, and don't forget to subscribe the channel. Here's Ahmed Nasser Stereo 007 at YouTube. See you in the next video.